Hey guys, this is Allie, and today I wanted to share a look at a layout that I put together for the Studio Calico blog. And this layout was supposed to be based on inspiration that I got from a gallery layout over at Studio Calico. And the layout that I picked to use as my jumping off point was this one by Pam Baldwin. And I think it might be a 6x8 spread, but a 2-page where one page is a full photo and then the other page has something else happening. This is kind of what I looked at, what I wanted to start from, and it ended up that I used some of the elements from this, definitely the full page photo, and a lot of it just has to do with the green too, the green and the white and some of the brown. So that's my jumping off point, and then I wanted to share with you what I ended up doing here. This is 8.5 by 11. It's a full page photo of Anna playing soccer. I've added just a few embellishments over on the side here. These are from a few different Studio Calico kits, and then also from the one of their newer lines, the South of the Market one as well. I used these little phrase stickers. I used, and I've repeated most of these stickers from Pink Paisley, which were included in a recent kit. And then this, which are these label maker stickers that I've been using a lot recently as well, and those will be linked there in the bottom. Now, what I decided to do is I had posted on my blog recently the text for this, which was just kind of a recap of Anna's soccer season, and so I wanted to include that on the layout. So this is actually going to be a 4-page spread. So this is how it goes. You've got the one, this is why I wanted to show it on a video, because sometimes this is hard to see when I just take pictures of it. 8.5 by 11, obviously not a lot of extra embellishments, which is kind of standard for me sometimes. Then I have a vellum piece that's from the South of Market collection, and it is going to be the second page, and it's got a little label from a recent kit. I ran this through my printer and put "I love watching you play." There's a little vellum star there, and then on the back, "Be happy, be bright, be you" is from that Pink Paisley set. And that's going to be one page just all by itself. I really wanted to include the "I love watching you play." That was the main thing that I wanted to use. And at one point, I actually took a piece of vellum and I wrote "Love watching you play," and I thought about using that for this page, but then I decided I wanted to do something a little bit different, but it would have worked either way. And if you're wondering, I wrote that using a Copic or a Copic marker. These ones I like that have the brush tip end on them for writing stuff out. So back to this. Okay, so the second page includes this. The little label I cut out from this pattern paper right here. It fit the colors that I was already working with, and then added the other little stickers on there. The way that I did that, I actually used the outline. Let's see if I can find that now. This was the set of labels that you saw in the front there, and I didn't have another one that matched that same size, but I wanted it to be the same size on the back. So I just took this and I laid it down on this pattern paper here, and I used a colored pencil to trace around, and then I cut it out, and that's how I ended up with that. And actually when I cut around the edges a little bit so you could still see the kind of border of the colored pencil. I liked how that ended up. Now in Photoshop, I did 2 different canvases that are actually going to be back to back, and I left them open so you could see. These are 5 by 8.5, and I'm going to cut a page protector to fit so that this will be the right size. Each one of these is going to be in its own page protector. But I did 4 photos in Photoshop. Again, it's just a canvas that's 5 by 8.5. I added on a little chipboard embellishment that was from this set that was included in a recent Studio Calico kit as well. So these will be adhered, and actually now that I'm showing you right now, I'll just do those back to back. And like I said, I'm going to put them in a page protector, and then I'm just going to cut the page protector down to size to use it for this little collage of photos. So just gluing them back to back. There, now that becomes its own page. And I repeated some of those same stickers here on this side. And then the last page is where I have my text. And so initially, I was thinking, when I looked at this inspiration piece, I was thinking that my text could just go right in this space, but it was too long. I took it straight from my blog post. There was too much of it, and I didn't want to cut any of it out because I feel like that's what we do all the time sometimes. Well, that's what happens with memory keeping sometimes, is people want to shorten the story so that it will fit with the design versus making your design fit with the longer stories. So that's what I did with this one. So it's on just a plain white sheet of cardstock, and I added some little star embellishments on the top. Let's see, the font that I used was, I think it was my Remington is the typewriter font. So when you see this in the album, then it'll be 4 pages. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and then this is the 4th one there. So kind of taking some of the same ideas that I do in Project Life with the inserts and then using them for a layout. A layout doesn't have to just be 1 or 2 pages. You can have space for additional things as well. So if you got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I hope you guys have a great day.